VERDE TV. We the fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Lock drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red, we know fifth flow.
Welcome to Rev Network TV. My name is Sonalena Imarumulwa, and the E stands for everything exciting. So if it's exciting, do not hesitate to hit me up. Today we have a match pack day, and by match pack day I mean we have interesting games, two interesting games happening back to back. We have Spain versus Cape Verde, or also Cabo Verde, yeah, also, but it is Cape Verde. That's the popular name. And also later on we're gonna have a Belgium versus Egypt. So we are gonna be here for both of these live streams. I'm gonna be streaming throughout. I'm gonna be stopping the stream after this game, you know, just to have a little bit of order, kind of. So this has been very hard on me. I don't wanna lie. It has been very hard to do. Especially since I started streaming the first day of the World Cup. So I've been trying, you know, I've been trying with all my power to stream each and every single game, even though there are times where I'm a bit tired, so I'm unable to kind of see it through. But I am trying my best, and you know, it is very weird for me to be waking up at these times. It is like I'm working a night shift kind of job, because during the day I'm sleeping, then at night I'm awake again, so that I can be able to do these live streams. But nonetheless, I'm not complaining. This is something that I've been having fun with. This is one of the only thing that I've been doing. Honestly, I've just been streaming ever since. But just to recap on yesterday, there were a couple of games yesterday. I think there were 5 games if I'm not wrong. On the 14th of June, it started immediately at midnight, and it was a game between Brazil and Morocco. No, it didn't start at, yeah, it started at midnight. A game between Brazil and Morocco ended at a draw, 1-1 draw. Then there was Haiti and Scotland, ending at 1-0 win for Scotland. Then there was Australia and Turkey, where we saw Australia beating Turkey 2-0. And then there is the highlight of the whole World Cup at this point. Now, this is the game that I believe was the whole highlight of this 2026 World Cup so far. And it was a game between Curacao and Germany. Now, I was watching this game and I was asking myself, why isn't Curacao just, you know, picking and going home during that game? I was just asking myself, why aren't they just picking and then going home? Because it was obvious they stood no chance. For me, I could have given up after they scored the fourth goal, not even the 5th goal. After they scored the 4th goal, I was just gonna give up, because there's no way that I'm gonna be winning this game, and there's no way that I'm coming back from that. So I feel like they could have just packed and went home, because it was not worth it. You know, it was not worth it. Seeing that through, seeing it until the end, it was not worth it. I don't think there's anybody who wakes up and feels like, you know, today I wanna lose by 7-0. It was totally not worth it. But it is the highlight of the 2026 FIFA World Cup so far. This is the highest amount of goals that have been scored, followed by Sweden versus Tunisia. And I'm talking, you know, in respective of goals. Followed by that, we saw Sweden yesterday scoring 5 goals in one match against Tunisia. Very disappointing for an African state to be losing like that. But also one of the the things that followed up after that whole situation was the story of the coach being let go. They fired their coach. The coach was fired after he lost by after he lost by 5-1, and this is the first time that I'm hearing of this, kind of thing happening. Honestly, it is the first time. I have never heard of it happening. I don't know if it has happened before. There are possibilities that it might have happened in the past, but I'm just gonna be honest. This is literally the first time I hear of a coach being fired, in the midst of the World Cup. Why aren't they firing the coach who's coaching Curaçao? Because they also lost very badly. But I was saying something like this during the stream yesterday, that as Africans, we take this very, very we take it to the heart. Actually, I don't think there's any nation that takes football as serious as we do. I don't think there's anybody who takes football as serious as we do as Africans. It is very, we take it very, very seriously, very seriously. So it is not a surprise that the coach was fired after losing miserably like this. We have seen occasions where the coach was fired after losing 2 games during the league. So we know that this is how Africans, just take football. It is normal. It is not a surprise in any way, right? But, they fired their coach. Unfortunately, he is not gonna see them through. I don't know what they are planning at this point. Who will come and replace Tunisia? And, it is, sometimes the coach is wrong. Sometimes we can blame the coach. But there are just times where, blaming the coach is just a bit unreasonable. And this game is like one of those whereby blaming the coach it's unjust and it's unreasonable, because it's not like he didn't put the best squad. He did manage to put the best squad. The players were failing to perform. The players were failing to perform, but unfortunately the coach had to be the one who suffers for that whole mess up from the team. That is unfortunate. Sometimes, yes, it is justified when you see nations like South Africa. As a South African, I know that we have some of the good players that were not given game time. So I know that we could have tried at least to get a draw if some of those players were playing. If that was the situation and then they fired the South African coach, 100% I was going to understand, because his substitutions were just like weird. But in occasions like this, where we see the coach being fired because the team failed to perform, it is totally unfair on that. They should sometimes you should just make peace that despite the fact that we do not like the coach, the team is bad. Sometimes the team is bad, or sometimes it's not even the team itself, but it is the opposition. Sometimes the team that you are playing against is the one that is a problem. It is a dangerous team, so there's nothing you can do. But as of Sweden also, it was not bad. It was not bad. It's kind of similar to, firing somebody because they lost to Portugal or they lost to Spain, for an example, because Spain is one of those teams that are very dangerous. We have known Spain to be a good. They've always had an all-stars lineup. They've always had an all-stars lineup. Every single time they had always had that all-star lineup. So it is nothing new when it comes to losing to Spain. It is nothing. It is not supposed to be a surprise, but it is similar to that. A smaller team playing against Spain, and then the coach gets fired because he didn't perform. What was he gonna do? That like, what more could he have done? What more could he have done? There's nothing he could have done. There's nothing. I think Tunisia was trying. They tried. It's not like they just allowed Sweden to score and do all of that. They were trying all they can. They tried their best. But unfortunately, their best was just not enough. There is that situation. It is possible. It is not the coach's fault, because they will bring a new coach who has no idea how the team is, who does not know the team, and he will also fail again. And then they will bring another coach and another coach and another coach. Sometimes it is not the coach. It is not the coach. Sometimes it is the team itself. They were struggling to make it. Similar to today. You see, today we have Spain versus Cape Verde. And we know that Cape Verde will most likely not win today's game. if you are honest with yourself and you are not in denial, you know that there's no way Cape Verde will beat Spain. If you are not in denial, you can still say Cape Verde here and there, but the reality is that we know that Spain has an all-stars lineup. They have some of the best football players in the world right now. So it's not gonna be easy to win against such a team. It can never be easy. Can never be easy. So, you know, losing to such a team and then the coach gets fired because they are saying that the coach did not perform well, that's crazy business, Bafete. That's crazy business. Sometimes it is worth just accept that it is not the coach, it is the team. So yeah, that is actually the news from the game that we watched yesterday between Tunisia and Sweden. The coach is fired. He's jobless now. He doesn't have a job anymore because they felt like he is the problem behind the team losing. So that is the update that I was making. And also there is a game between USA and Paraguay. So right now, rankings in goals goes like this. Ranking in goals, highest number of goals. It starts with USA. I'm not gonna count 2-0. I'm not gonna count 2-1. I'm not gonna count that. That's an easy score. That's an easy score. So I'm not gonna count that. I'm gonna start with what is this? USA. Yes, I wanna start it with USA. Now the reason I'm starting with USA is very simple. USA was the first team to score 4 goals in the 2026 World Cup. It was the first team. Kathy Watson. Hi, Kathy Watson. How are you doing, Kathy Watson? I am great. I am great myself. I'm perfect. I'm happy. And I'm just ready to see Spain demolish Cape Verde. So yes, I am happy. Please let me know also in the comment section which team you think will most likely be winning today's game. And who is this also? Is this Simply Lindblad says that, hi bro, I'm from Vietnam. Welcome. It is nice of you to join us from Vietnam. It's nice to see that, you know, the stream is starting to move. A stream is starting to move. So it's beautiful to see, and I'm here for all of that. It is beautiful to see that the stream is starting to reach people from, you know, different nations. We have had people from almost all over the world joining into this live stream. So welcome to Rev Network TV and welcome. Yeah. Juan. This is Simply Bot saying that let me get on Twitch. All right. Twitch is not Twitch. Yeah, you can go to Kwang. Hi. Oh, you're the one who's commenting. I thought you were on Twitch. I'm sorry. I thought you. Okay, what is that? What does that mean, honestly? What does that mean? I think I said if this is something bad, please explain to me what does that mean. I promised I will not ban you from the stream. What is that? Simply bled. What does it mean? But I think I'll just call you Huang going on. Yeah, I think I'll just call you Huang. Saying my young sibling changed their name to something inappropriate, I just change it back. Okay. All right. Welcome to the stream. As I was saying, where was I? I think I was in the part where I was talking about Spain also. Oh, the ranking. Yes, I was starting to rank the scores, right, ever since the beginning of the World Cup, and I said that I'm not gonna rank a team that scored 2-0 because that's a bit low. That's a bit low. We still have teams that scored high numbers. So we have USA who won 4-1 in their first match against Paraguay. 4-1. For me, that was a surprise. That is the most surprising game that I've ever witnessed, and it is definitely a game between USA and Paraguay. I don't know if Paraguay is a bad team, but one thing that I left the game with is the fact that the USA is a dangerous contender. It is a dangerous contender. I don't know if it is because they were playing against an opponent that's not that perfect, but the gameplay, they're gonna be a problem. For me, they are the rising stars, and the reason I'm selecting them to be the rising stars is because I have never been a person who supported the USA, especially when it comes to football. I have never been a person who believed that the USA can be good at football. I've just been saying that, the USA is, I don't know, basketball state, maybe. I just always believed that they are good at basketball, but not football. But seeing them play, I was like, we might be having a new problem here. USA might just be a new problem to us. So they are the new rising stars. For me, they are the new underdogs. Without a doubt, they are the new underdogs. I'm going to be watching USA closely. I'm going to be watching USA very closely because they surprised me there. And they are number 3 because of 4 goals. They were the first team also to score 4 goals. A lot of teams before that only had 2. That was the maximum. So USA was the first team to score 4 goals. Then we have Sweden yesterday. Sweden scoring 5 goals against Tunisia, who only managed to score 1. So the record was with USA. Then number 2, Sweden. I watched that game, a very, very, very nice game. It was painful to watch because I was supporting Tunisia yesterday. So it was not nice to see Tunisia losing like that. It was not nice. I feel like right now Tunisia has the worst African statistic. So out of all the African teams, despite South Africa losing and all of that, but they didn't lose by 5-1. They didn't score anything, yes, but they didn't lose like by 5-0, by 5-1. So, and lastly, number 1 obviously goes to Germany with 7 goals. It goes to Germany with 7 goals. For me, that one was just, I'll always say this over and over again. It was not necessary for Germany to score that high amount of goals. It was not necessary because the thing is that these guys were playing their first World Cup match ever. They haven't played a World Cup game ever. They were playing their first game. Now a person is playing their first game and then you beat them by 7-1. How is the history gonna be like? You understand? So that is, I feel like that was uncalled for. But nonetheless, this is football. You must tuck away your feelings, unfortunately, and take it like a man. Okay, Huang says that I'll be watching this match at 11 p.m. in Vietnam, and the last match will end at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Now, let me tell you about this. I've been having like a very big problem with this World Cup because as I'm also in South Africa, the timelines are also crazy. A lot of times the matches start at 9 p.m. A lot of times they start at 9 p.m. Right now it's gonna start at 6 p.m. This is the earliest it has ever started. A lot of times they start at 9 p.m. Then the following game will start at I think it is 11 or midnight. That's the second game, midnight. Usually it's around midnight, the second game. If we have 4 matches, then after midnight the other game will start at 2 a.m. in the morning. 2 a.m. and from there, like I said, if there are 4, it will start at the following one will start at 4 a.m. sometimes 6 a.m. So it's very difficult. Hence I said that it looks like I'm working a night shift job. The way it is, it looks like I'm working a night shift job because it is difficult for me to find this, to sleep. And it's not easy for me to sleep. The timings are just a bit crazy. So as I said, for this World Cup, I feel like a lot of us will be affected. I think the people that are in the American side are the ones who are having fun, because a lot of times I just see it is during the day, while at here it is night. It is literally night. So yeah, Huang says that's actually 12 hours for 4 matches. That's insane. Yes, it is literally that. Usually I can start from 7 p.m. and then I end at 7 a.m. from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So that's how long I've been streaming. But the nice part is that I am able to get a bit of rest during the day. As much as it is not easy, but I am able to get a bit of rest, especially in the morning after I finish the last stream. If it ends at 6 a.m. or it ends at 7 a.m., I usually would just sleep at that time so that I can be awake when the game starts. So it is a crazy time, and to think that it's gonna happen like this for almost 2 months, it's even crazier. 2 straight months of my times just not matching. So I'm gonna find it very difficult to adjust when the World Cup ends. I'm gonna find it very difficult to adjust back and just be normal again. It's gonna be difficult. But I think they should bring the cup either to Africa. I don't know if the cup has ever went to Asia. I think Asia is more than capable it's capable to handle the World Cup. I think it is capable. They can build stadiums very quickly. So yeah, they can build some of the great stadiums also. I think they should just take it there. Since it has gone to America also, I think now it's time for other places to experience this competition. Will you be live streaming all 4 matches? Usually I'm just live during 4 of the matches. Yes, I am usually live during 4 of the matches. I try, but it is always difficult for me to finish, especially the last game. I can stream 3 matches, but it is usually very difficult for me to continue throughout the last games. So I am able to start from the beginning, but finishing it is never easy. It's never easy. I try, but I'm always tired when I have to do the last live stream. I'm always tired, and I feel like my energy just becomes a little bit off. So I want to stream when my energy is at its best. I don't want to be streaming while my energy is like lacking and all of that. I always want my energy to be proper. So I think the last matches are the ones that usually suffer. Let me just check today from here which ones we have. There is Spain, there's also Belgium. I think I'm gonna be able to stream Spain, which is here, and then there's also Belgium. I will be able to stream, and there is Saudi Arabia. Now this is where I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Saudi Arabia and Iran, but I think Saudi Arabia I might stream it. Iran, it starts at 3. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So maybe yes, I will be able to stream 4 of the matches. I don't think it's that bad. It's not too bad. So yeah, all 4 matches today. All 4 matches today. And the nice thing is that tomorrow there's not a lot tomorrow. Let me see. Or am I wrong? Tomorrow it is actually a holiday in South Africa. So okay, there's not a lot going on tomorrow. But yeah, it's actually a very important holiday in South Africa tomorrow. So yes, I will be streaming all four matches. Juan says that in my country there's something quite interesting that was only implemented this year's World Cup. Television in my country has an entire stream dedicated solely to the sound of the what? The sound of the what? Wait, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like in your country, the match that you watch, you only hear the sound, the ambient sound in the stadium? You do not have commentators, you do not have people talking. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to understand. Are you saying that you can only hear the ambience in the stadium? No commentators? Like, how are you able to? I'm trying to understand. No commentators, no nothing, no updates, just the sound in the stadium. Please let me know. Please let me know in the comment section. Which country? Vietnam. In Vietnam. Solely to the sound in. I think that would be very difficult for me to do. Okay, there are 4 audio streams and one of them doesn't. Oh, okay, they asked. All right, now I'm starting to understand. I thought you only had that one where there is no commentary, but at least you can be able to hear. Yeah, at least you can hear commentators. At least you can hear commentators. Because I thought that you were saying there is no commentary at all. So I was just starting to be worried. I was just starting to be worried. I thought you said that there's no commentators. That's what I thought you said. But if they are commentators, and it's not bad. Maybe it's because they are just people who do not want to hear the commentary, because commentary is sometimes can be very difficult. Especially, I know here in South Africa, when you are listening to football, especially if you are just listening and you're not watching, the commentators sometimes get overexcited, and I think that becomes a problem somehow, because we also mistake that for a win, especially if you are listening on radio. If you're listening on radio, sometimes you just hear the commentator getting way too excited, and then you think it's a goal, only to find out it was almost a goal. Similar to what I usually do. If something happens, I just wait to process it. So that's what also happens with the commentary. I think, there are just people who do not want to listen to a game with all the commentary. Yeah, I think that is it. But is your country playing in this World Cup? I think I need to check if Vietnam have a national team. Does it have a national team? Let me check. I want to check if they have a national team, because I don't think I've seen Vietnam play. I don't think I've seen Vietnam play. Especially the World Cup. I'm not sure if they've ever played the World Cup. I want to check. Okay, there is the national team. The Vietnam national team. I want to check if have they ever played the World Cup. Okay, they have multiple. Okay, men's national team. All right. I want to see if they've played the World Cup ever. And the fifth, okay, yeah, this is why one says that it didn't happen before, but in the past my country used to illegally broadcast football matches a lot. What do you mean illegally? But after the crackdown on those groups broadcasting without copyright, they started broadcasting even free streams. Oh, you're talking about particular websites that are streaming the game without proper permission, without the rights to do so, without authorization. So there was that thing in Vietnam. But I think, each and every country should be giving, especially the World Cup, I feel like each and every single country should be giving its citizens the World Cup. It should be as giving its citizens the World Cup, because if people are not getting the World Cup, obviously they're gonna find a way to watch it. You understand? They're gonna have to find a way to watch the World Cup. So if there is no way to watch the World Cup, they don't have any other choice but to watch it the illegal way, because they wanna see. A competition like the World Cup is not supposed to be gate-kept. A competition like the World Cup is not supposed to be gate-kept. Hence, I know that here in South Africa also, they are also playing it on free TV channels. With the Premier Soccer League, it is played only on DSTV, so it is only per subscription. But this time around, you can even watch it for free. So the World Cup is not supposed to be gate-kept. I feel like they didn't have a choice but to find means to watch it. They didn't have a choice, so that's why the illegal streamings were on a rise. If things are gate kept, people wouldn't have a choice but to find an alternative way of doing things. And unfortunately, that's how this usually happens. They don't have a choice. They do not have a choice at all. Okay, the Vietnam's national team have never played in a World Cup on an 11-a-side pitch, but the women's team, the youth team, and the futsal team have all qualified for the World Cup. By 11-a-side, you mean just like a normal football pitch? They've never played just a normal football pitch. I'm trying to understand, because I see here they are saying that the women's national team have played in the Women's World Cup in 2023. Yeah, I see. And then the men's national team, the men's national team have never qualified for the main tournament. Their closest run is that it was during the 2022 World Cup qualifiers, where they made history by advancing to the third final round of Asian qualifiers for the very first time. So it means that they didn't end up playing the World Cup. So I just wanted to know, because I've never had like this. I think I have very limited information on Vietnam as a country. I have very less information on Vietnam as a country. There's not a lot of information that I have on the country, but the match is already on right now. 2 minutes in, 0 Spain, 0 Cape Verde, 0 Cape Verde. Okay, as of the women's side, yeah, I've just seen that. That they have participated before. Talking about Spain and Cape Verde, a little bit of insights on today's game. I want to give you guys the insight. Spain haven't won a World Cup knockout match since lifting the trophy in 2010. Spain have never won a World Cup knockout match, so they just won the World Cup, and then afterwards they just started failing. So it might be dangerous, but I don't think it is as dangerous as it used to be. Spain won only one of their last 6 World Cup matches, a 7-0 win over Costa Rica. So Spain scores a lot of goals, while I'm still saying that they are not that dangerous. So the last time they played a World Cup match, out of 6 matches, they only won 1, and that was against Costa Rica, and it was a 7-0 win. I think, yeah, they win against smaller teams. You know, okay, I don't know. I've never seen Costa Rica going anywhere. But Cape Verde, I've seen Cape Verde. I think there are teams that have played in South Africa. Yeah, I think one of their teams have came to play in South Africa at a point, but I'm not sure about the national team also. Cape Verde are making their World Cup debut after edging out Cameroon in the qualifying. So this is the first time they are playing the World Cup. I thought they had the experience to handle Spain. It's gonna be a very long match for them. It's gonna be very difficult. If you haven't voted for the team that you think will win, please use the poll that's on your screen. If you think it's gonna be a win for Spain, please select Spain. If you think it's gonna be a draw, select a draw. And if you think it's gonna be a win for Cape Verde, you can also select Cape Verde. So yeah, as I was saying, it is gonna be very difficult. Spain thrives against smaller teams, but one of the fans' favorite players is not playing today, and that's Lamil Yamal. Yeah, he's not playing today, but he is in the subs, and that is due to an injury. So yes, he's not playing, and that is because of an injury that he suffered. So he is in the benches. He kind of also reminds me of Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. was a game changer. But just the recap on the 5 Spain matches. They played against Peru. They won that match. They had a draw against Iraq, had a draw against Egypt, won against Serbia, and they had a draw against Turkey, the team that lost to Australia. They had a draw. Cape Verde, on the other side, they only won against Serbia. They had a draw with Finland, lost to Chile, had a draw with Egypt, had a draw with Iran. So statistically speaking, it is in favor of Spain. But we know anyways that Spain will win today. The group stages, Spain hardly fails to get out of the group stages. They hardly fail to get out of the group stages. So I don't think today will be any exception. Cape Verde, on the other side, they need to prove themselves. You know, I feel like these teams that are usually just playing their first games of the World Cup, they are kind of being put in an unfair situation. Because what do you mean they are playing the first game of the World Cup and they are playing against Spain? This is literally making sure that they do not make it out of the group stages. So teams that are playing their first World Cups need to be playing against teams that are not too strong. Actually, teams that are on their level. Juan says that there's a funny story I want to tell you. Vietnam once drew with 1-1 with Curaçao and only lost on penalties. I remember Curaçao felt that their strongest team back then. Vietnam lost against Curaçao. Against Curaçao, the Curaçao that lost. That was playing against Germany. That same team that was playing against Germany. They have beat Vietnam. No, but I think the strategy that I feel like a lot of teams need to adopt, especially when it comes to the World Cup, they need to send their players to play in Europe. Basically, they need to send their players out, because that's how a lot of countries are capitalizing. When you have these players who are playing in Europe, they always give teams an advantage. So they need to take their players outside of Vietnam and just export them to play for teams like maybe Manchester United, or even if it's not those big ones, but the ones that are playing in Europe. So that's how a lot of teams in the World Cup are actually making a killing. It is basically due to the fact that they are taking their players, taking them to play in Europe. Because I saw with Morocco also. Morocco has a lot of players that are not playing in Africa. A lot of them are not playing in Africa, so it is an advantage that I feel like a lot of teams need to copy. Because it is also similar to what was going on with South Africa. We do not have a lot of players that are playing outside, so we need more of those, because that experience counts a lot, especially when it comes to the World Cup. That is the experience that actually counts more. So once they can do that, I think if Vietnam can do that, they will most likely qualify next time. If they can do that, they will qualify. Because losing to Curaçao it's crazy business, especially the Curaçao that I saw recently against Germany. It is crazy business, very crazy. If it was weaker than Curaçao, I don't know. But also, I do not think Curaçao is not like, I don't think it's a bad team. The only thing is that they were given a very strong opponent. So it was not easy. It was never going to be easy for them. It was never going to be an easy game. They were given a very strong opponent. Germany is one of the strongest teams that we have right now. It is similar to if they were given Brazil, or Portugal, for an example. It is similar to that, or prime Spain. You remember the prime Spain? If they were given prime Spain, it was going to be the same situation. I don't think they are bad. I think if they play against the teams that are on their level, then maybe they could be lucky. What do you think the final score will be? I think it will be a 3-0 win for Spain. 3-0. I think it is going to be a 3-0 for Spain. It is going to be a 3-0. Nothing much, nothing more. 3-0 for Spain, and that is it. That is what I'm predicting. I doubt Cape Verde will score today. I doubt they will score. Curaçao was playing in some kind of friendly tournament in the Southeast Asia at that time. Sorry for that. I think I'm catching a bit of a cold. But just to speak on that, honestly, the Asian teams, I think Vietnam still has a chance, because South Korea has a chance. Number one, South Korea is one of my favorite teams in this tournament right now at present. And also Japan. Those are some of my favorite teams. So I feel like Vietnam also, if they can just adopt this strategy of exporting players, they will be good. If they can just export players, give players an experience outside of the country, they will be dangerous. They will be dangerous. They will win a lot of national tournaments if they can do that. If they can do that, they will be fine. X, welcome back. X, welcome back. It is good to see you back here. He's saying that the more games I watch, the more I get angry at Hugo Bruce. Look at Cape Verde. What? Oh, sorry, I need to drink water. When you say look at Cape Verde, what is happening? What happened with Cape Verde? Maybe I'm just missing the context of that whole comment. X, I think maybe I'm missing the whole context. Why are you angry with Hugo Bruce and Bafana Bafana? Please explain, and also include Cape Verde, because you you made a reference to Cape Verde, so please also let me know how that makes you angry. I'm trying to understand how that makes you angry. I am angry at Bafana Bafana Bafana, yes, but please explain the context of Cape. Please explain the context of Cape Verde, because I want to understand. As of Bafana Bafana, yes, I am angry at Bafana Bafana myself, but I want to understand Cape Verde. I want to understand Cape Verde. I think Vietnam is currently pursuing a strategy similar to Albania. They are scouting all players of Vietnamese descent worldwide and granting them Vietnamese citizenship. Yeah, that's also, that strategy shouldn't work. But anyways, also I think that should be disallowed. Also, that should be disallowed, because imagine your ancestors were Vietnamese people, but you are an American. So it is cheating, that one. I think it is cheating. It is a cheat code. It is a cheat code, because I feel like if that could be done, then these African teams will have some of the best players in the world, because a lot of them are black people. So it means they have African descent. So it is a kind of cheating. It is kind of a cheat code. It is kind of a cheat code. But they just need to export players also. They just need to export players, take them to Europe. But I don't think I don't know if they've ever been a player who was very dangerous at Vietnam. I don't know, but they should export players to play outside of the country. That way, they will gain the experience. That way, they will gain the experience. They've even neutralized one of the best players in the Vietnamese league, and their nationals, and now their national team is very strong. Oh, you're talking about Albania. But also, I don't think you can stay at Vietnam if it is not like performing well. You know, for an example, if I'm playing for South Africa and I get offered a visa to play for Spain, I will definitely take that. Sometimes you just have to do what's best for your career, and I honestly do not blame the players that end up going to these other countries. Allowing that is not a problem. Allowing that, honestly, should be not a problem. It is basically you protecting your career rather than wasting the rest of your abilities in a country that hardly competes in this big tournaments. It is better to join the winning team. It is better to join the winning team. I was really angry that day. I woke up at midnight, then I had to watch 2-1 draws and 1-1 draws involving Brazil. Then 8 p.m. I watched Scotland score 1 goal and I went back to defend. Which let me just check which day it was. Let me see which day it was. The day that you're talking about. I want to see what was going on that day. Brazil. Oh, 2-1 draws. Okay. Brazil and then Scotland. Where is Scotland? I don't remember the game of Scotland. Who were they playing against? I know I was streaming. Scotland. Oh, against Haiti. That was also a very sad game to watch. That was a very a very sad game to watch. One of the saddest games that I ever had to watch. The game between Haiti and Scotland. Very sad what happened, but Haiti also, it's not like I think it was also they were also here for the first time, or they hadn't played in 50 years if I'm not wrong. So it was also one of those games. It was a while since they have played the World Cup. It had been a while since they played the World Cup, so it's not a problem for them to lose. They are trying, and they did not lose bad. Look at Curaçao. Curaçao lost by 7 goals. At least Haiti lost by only 1. It was not bad. It was not bad, even though they could have equalized, but it is not as bad as the other teams. Where was I? Where are the comments? Oh, okay. Haiti, yeah. I just saw. And the Qatar game also, the game between Qatar and Switzerland was not all bad. The game between Qatar and Switzerland, it was not all bad. I was rallying behind Qatar that day. I just wanted Qatar to win, so it was not bad. It was not a bad game at all. It was nice to watch. I had fun watching that game, especially because I was supporting Qatar, and then they scored. When we thought that it was over. When we thought that it was over, they scored. So it was not bad, that game. I enjoyed it. That is one of the games that I enjoyed, for the sake of Qatar gaining a point and not, losing completely. Not losing completely and gaining a point, it's a win for me. I see it as a win somehow. I see that as a win. It's unlike the other teams that really lost. There are teams that have lost. Qatar still has a chance to make it through. So yeah, that was also a nice game. Unless, of course, if you are supporting Switzerland, then I would understand why. If you are supporting Switzerland, then I understand why. I understand why. "19 minutes into the game, 0 Spain." Funny enough, they could have scored. I always believe that the teams that are ready to win should score early on in the game. That has always been my belief. I believe that if a team wants to win, then they should always score early on in the game. Once they struggle to score, I know it's going to be very difficult. Once they struggle to score, it's going to be very difficult. So if they want to score, if they want to win, they have to score right now. This thing of waiting the whole game, it's very dangerous. It never ends well for a lot of teams. So yes, as I've mentioned, I am 100% in support of Spain. If you are supporting any other team, you are taking risks. If you are supporting any other team in today's game, you are just putting yourself in a very dangerous situation. You're taking risks. It's dangerous to do that. Don't do it. Do not do it. So always choose the winning team. It is very important that you always choose the winning team if you have a choice. Unless as if you're supporting your national team, then you do not have a choice. But if you have a choice, choose the winning team always. Choose the winning team always if you have a choice. We are still watching Spain versus Cape Verde. Spain playing without one of their best players, one of the showstoppers, Lamil Yamal. I think it's Lamil Yamal. Yes, Yamal. But he is on the benches. He'll be getting game time most probably. And we are gonna go to a hydration break. I always say, if a team wants to win, this is the time to score. If they haven't scored at this point, I don't know. It's questionable if a team hadn't scored at this point. Very questionable. The thing is that I think right now the teams that used to be dangerous are no longer, you know, no longer great. Are no longer great. You know, teams like Spain, teams like Brazil used to be very dangerous. Right now, I just feel like they're just not that. They're just not all of that anymore. They're just not all of that anymore because they used to dominate the leagues and all of that. But these days, people from other countries have started flooding the leagues, so they are not the only better players. Because if it was back then, I think Hakimi was gonna be playing for Spain. If it was back then, there was never a time. There was few players in Africa who were like that great. I remember there was also Didier Drogba at a time. He was also, you know, I think it is only him. It is only him that I can think of. I know there's also Sadio Mane right now, but what I'm saying is that back then, this kind of players used to play for teams like Brazil, for teams like Spain. They were never part of African teams. So it is amazing to watch that right now we have some of these players in Africa. We have some of these players in Asia. You know? Even some of them are in USA, in America. So that on its own it's like a very important thing of note. It has leveled the playing field basically, because I always believe that they always had an unfair advantage. You know, for an example, Brazil knows football. Brazilians play football for a living. They're some of the best footballers. So a country like South Africa. A country like South Africa playing against some of these teams, it was just basically through the fact that they had an unfair advantage. They had an unfair advantage. But one thing that I've heard about Cape Verde is that I've heard a lot of stories about the women. I remember the other time a team from Cape Verde, I think it was, I don't know if it was the national team or what, was playing with a team in South Africa, and the only thing that was trending in this whole game was not the game itself, but the females that were in the stadium. So it is said that they have some of the best. I don't know. I don't know. I have heard. You know, I only have eyes for one person, but I have heard people saying that Cape Verde has some of the, you know, the most beautiful women. I don't know if that's true or not. I cannot see women, basically. Each and every single female person, I basically see that person as a fellow brother of mine. So the reason I'm saying that is because I just saw the cameraman showing another brother on the screen. So I think it is you know, just adding on in that rumor that Cape Verde has beautiful women. I do not know if that lady was beautiful or not. I did not see. I saw the lady, but I do not see beauty. I can only see it through one person. But please let me know if that's true. I don't know. I don't know if Cape Verde has, like, I don't know. It was trending. I don't remember what the game was, but they were in South Africa. Cape Verde was in South Africa. I think it is one of the clubs from Cape Verde or the national team. I don't remember correctly. But at the end of the game, the trend was a Cape Verde women. That was the trend. People were talking about the women from Cape Verde, so I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I've heard people saying that, you know, the women and what the women Cape Verde, this Cape Verde that I just see football. I just see football and nothing else, and nothing much, nothing more, nothing less. Nothing much, nothing more, nothing less. Spain is it's trying. Spain is trying. I want to check the possession also so far, because it looks like it has been a Spain game. Spain with a miss. I want to check the possession. Right now, the possession is 67% to Spain, 33 to Cape Verde. 3 shots with only 1 being on target. So it hasn't been too much. Maybe there will be a lot of action after halftime. I think maybe there will be a lot of action after halftime. For now, I do not know. I do not know for now what is going on. No goals just yet.
With a fire non-stop, from Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Lock drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red, we know fit flow.
Spain with a no strike. Spain. Okay, Cape Verde is defending. Oh, sorry. Khona amapholisa kaphandle. Bathi kunemoto eshayo. Khona amapholisa bathi kunemoto eshayo. Cape Verde with an attack on the right. Cape Verde. It is an offside already, and it's not gonna be a goal. The referee was too quick to call that one out. That is the first try that I've seen from Cape Verde so far. So the topic in the stadium right now, not only in the stadium, the topic on social media. The topic on social media is that I want to show you something. It's already trending. Actually, I'm not gonna show you because I was just trying to ask myself why people say that Cape Verde has this women and whatever, but it's already trending on social media. Somebody already took a screenshot of a female wearing Cape Verde clothes, and the picture is already doing rounds. Picture is already doing rounds on social media. The question remains: will Spain make it today? Will they win? I feel like you know, like I said, a lot of these teams used to be great. They are no longer that great anymore. They used to be great, 100%. They used to be great, but not anymore. Not anymore. Spain is no longer that great. It's okay. And it's not perfect. It is not bad. But you know, I just want to see the smaller teams win because I feel like everybody is just ready to see them lose. So I want to see them win. I just want to see teams like Cape Verde win. Just want to see teams like this win. But I'm gonna take a wild decision and support Cape Verde today against Spain. Very crazy decision, but nonetheless, let's go. Let's go. Cape Verde with a kick. Almost. Missed the target. Second attempt in a row from Cape Verde. Two attempts in a row. 34 minutes in. 2 attempts in a row. Two attempts in a row from Cape Verde. I'm telling you that Cape Verde can do it if they want to. Anyways, it all ends with that. If they want to, they can do it. If they want to, they can do it. If they want to, they can do it. I'm trying to create a bit of, yeah. If they are serious, Spain hasn't won anything in a very long time, so you can take this. Spain, what are you trying? Spain! Woo! Brilliant save from the keeper. This is the football that we ordered. This is the World Cup that we ordered, but it's going to be a corner kick nonetheless. A beautiful save from the keeper. But nonetheless, it was not going to go in. Okay, it was not a corner, at least. I believe in Cape Verde. In Cape Verde, I believe today. Not Spain. So if you haven't voted for Cape Verde, please vote for Cape Verde. Cape Verde with a run on the left. Cape Verde. A third try in a row. Three tries. That's the third one so far from Cape Verde. 3 tries in less than 5 minutes. 3 attempts in less than 5 minutes. So you cannot tell me this is not a team that's capable of winning. You cannot in any way. Nobody can convince me any differently. Cape Verde today, I am with Cape Verde. I am with Cape Verde today. Spain needs to let other teams win, you know. Teams like Spain have been dominant for a long time. They need to give an opportunity to other teams so that they can also find a way to exist. Cannot watch the same teams dominate always. No ways. Cannot watch these teams dominate always. We cannot always watch these teams dominate. I refuse. They need to give others a chance. Teams like Brazil, always. No. Spain with a kick from outside of the box. Hesitation. We are saved by hesitation. Cape Verde is saved by hesitation at this point. Sumaya, welcome back. Sumaya. Welcome back. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you feeling any better today? Because I remember yesterday you said that you were not okay. I hope you are okay today. Ooh, Spain. Yes. Again. This is the man of the match right here. This is the man of the match. The keeper is the man of the match. 2 saves. Or it is not 2 saves. Hit the crossbar. They are now hitting the crossbar. They are panicking. I told you teams like Cape Verde are dangerous. Spain is panicking now. Spain is panicking. 40 minutes in, by the way. 40 minutes in. Spain is panicking. It's almost 40 minutes. The goalkeeper of Cape Verde should be the man of the match. He is the man of the match. I'm telling you, this is my man of the match. 2 saves. Spain again. What are you trying to can happen? Miss. Yes, they are under pressure. They are panicking now. Spain is panicking. Never thought I'd see the day where we see Spain panicking, but they are panicking. Spain is panicking. They are panicking under pressure. They can't handle it. They can't. Can't do it. They can't do it. Today is my day. I can feel it. I only choose winning teams. You can never hear me choosing a team that loses. I'm playing. I'm kidding. But you can never. The only team that has lost is Tunisia. That was the only team that I was with, and then it lost. That was the only one. Apart from that, I'm telling you. Today you are in for a surprise. You are in for a surprise today. I know you're not ready for that, but you are in for a surprise. You will be surprised today. Cape Verde is gonna beat Spain. Do not say I did not tell you guys. Do not say I did not tell you guys. Spain, stop it. Cape Verde with a counter attack. Come on, pass the ball. Let's pass the ball. Why are you hesitating a lot? Come on, Cape Verde. Come on. Inside of the box. Come on. Pass the ball. You are passing the ball to the wrong person. Why aren't you passing the ball to the right person? Too much hesitation. Sumaya says that 3 goals, please, Cape Verde. 100%. There we are together. 100%. Cape Verde is taking this one today. Cape Verde will be surprising all of us today. I hope you guys are in for that surprise. I hope you are ready for that surprise. Spain, a whole Spain will be struggling against Cape Verde today. You're gonna see, you're gonna see, you're gonna see, you're gonna see. Spain is panicking right now. They are scared. They are scared. They don't have Yamal, so they are scared. He's their key player. He's their confidence. So they do not have that confidence because he's not playing now. Spain is panicking. We can take Spain. I think Morocco can also beat Spain. Sumer says that I'm still not well, but I want to watch Cape Verde on your live stream. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. But I hope you get better. I hope you get better. You just need to take time so that you can focus on getting better. You need to take time off the World Cup and focus on getting better. I am also starting to catch a bit of a cold myself. I think I'm gonna be coming off with flu in some time. I've been coughing a lot. And I think that's because of the flu or staying up a lot, you know, because I'm up for a very long time. But yeah, nonetheless, I still believe that I will be fine. So just take time. You will be okay. Just take time to yourself. You will be fine. Cape Verde, come on. Come on, come on. The crosses. Cape Verde, you need to play it down. You are not good with crosses. Play it down, play it down. Play it down, boys. You have this, you got this, you still have a chance. Still more than 30 minutes. Still more than 45. We still have another 45 minutes. That's what I wanted to say. Still have another 45 minutes. Still have another 45 minutes. You flu, don't forget to take medicine. Yes, I am taking medicine. Spain. Whew. Thank you, goalkeeper. My man of the match. My man of the match, saving every opportunity from Spain today. Landing with it. The goalkeeper is my man of the match today. Saving all these opportunities. Spain is not gonna get one through today. Unless he's injured. Unless the goalkeeper is injured. He's not afraid to handle them one-on-one. Even penalties, I believe he can handle penalties. Even if they bring penalties. Suman says Cape Verde will win this match. Trust me. I know I am trusting you. And I trust Cape Verde today also. From what I'm seeing, I am confident also. I don't have any doubts. From what I'm seeing, I do not have any doubts. 4 minutes of added time. Only 4 minutes before half time. This will be Cape Verde. We are winning today. We are winning. We are winning. Spain is weak. Spain is weak. Spain, it is weak. Spain is weak. They are weak. They are weak. Despite having a lot of possession, they are weak. No goal. Out of 9 shots. They've had a lot of shots, but unfortunately, not even one of those was a goal. So I know that this is the game for Cape Verde. This is our game today. Taking this one. And they should crown the goalkeeper the man of the match. They should just give the man of the match. Okay, Spain. Yeah, even the defense is doing a pretty good job. Even the defense is doing a pretty good job. A pretty good job from the defense. No way there. No way, no way, no way. We will see. Spain cannot win this one. They can't. Corner kick for Spain. That's where the problem begins. But I'll hope. Let me just keep hoping. Keeper. Ooh. goalkeeper is working overtime. Nobody will put a ball inside here as long as the keeper is still there. I'm saying right now the only way for them to make it is to injure the goalkeeper. That is the only way we will see Spain winning.
With a fire non-stop, from Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Lock drum now, make the whole place rock.
Spain, stop it, stop it. Guys, they should end this match. They should end this match. It is almost time. They should end this game right now. Let us go to half time. This is unfair. Half time. Yes, half time. Please. I don't know why we are wasting time. Half time at least. Let us go to half time. We don't want any mistakes. I don't want any mistakes. We do not want any mistakes. Zero Spain, 0 Cape Verde. Now I'm telling you that from here you will see the goals that will be scored by Cape Verde have never been scored by anyone in life. No team have scored the goals that Cape Verde is about to score against Spain. Remember this part. Remember what I said. The goals that Cape Verde is about to score, they have never been scored. I think they're about to set a new record. Just that, you know, the record is a bit high, but I think they can score 4 easily. Cape Verde can easily score 4 against Spain. They just have to find a distraction, right? Because right now the topic is people are talking about Cape Verde women, so they need to utilize that to their advantage. I don't know how, but they need to distract the players. If they could distract the players 100%, they are gonna take it. They are gonna take it. Sometimes you must use these advantages that you have. If people are saying you have beautiful women, I don't know how you can utilize that, but distract them somehow. It's a game of strategy. No, it's a game of strategy. Yes, it is football, but it is a game of strategy. Must strategize. But nonetheless, I have a bit of faith on Cape Verde. I have a bit of faith. I am watching the game. So I have a lot of faith. Cape Verde is doing good with the defense. Proper. They've tried with the attack. Yes, they need to land right now. They just need to land and finish. That's simple. They can just score 2 goals. We are okay. If they can just score 2 goals. 2 goals are enough. 2 goals are enough. 2 only. A team like Spain, you don't need to score a lot of goals against them because, you know, you might bruise their ego, you might hurt their confidence. So 2 is okay. 2 is just fine. 2 is just fine. So I am counting on Cape Verde to make that, to do that after halftime. I am counting on them to do that. I am counting on them to do that. Teams like Spain, they are good, but I think it's about time they give the torch to other players. Cannot be always be winning, always be winning, and no. Is Yamal playing? He's in the bench. Yamal is in the bench. I think it is mainly due to an injury. Yeah, it is mainly due to an injury. He's on the bench right now. He has been put on the bench. He's recovering from an injury. I don't know if he will be playing, but it seems like he will play. It seems like it. It seems like it. It's highly likely. But we do not know. One thing I do not know is how severe the injury is. So I just cannot tell for sure. But what I know is that he is there, but he is outside. He's outside. The news said that he is suffering from an injury. The news said that he's suffering from an injury. So I think, yeah, I think he will play. I think he will play eventually. But they need him anyways. They need him to play. They need him to play. They need him to play. Because without him, it seems like they cannot do... It seems like they're struggling without him. So I think maybe they need him to play. X says that the coach may have underestimated Cape Verde. Yeah, that is totally what these teams do. This is what these teams do when they are playing against teams that they overlook. They relax too much. For sure, he said that just go and collect these 3 points and come home. He was not expecting this trouble that he's going through. A lot of them do that. You know, when they are playing against teams that are not you know, trending, that are not too big, they just usually overlook those teams. They usually overlook those teams. So I think that's what the coach said. He probably said, you know, just go and collect 3 points and come back. Not even try too much. I think that's what he could have said. That's what he could have said. But I think if they can just focus, I still believe in Cape Verde. I feel like they still have a chance if they can just focus. The defense already, I'm happy with the defense. I'm happy with the goalkeeper, to be specific. I'm happy with the goalkeeper, to be specific. The goalkeeper is doing a job. He's doing a very nice job, saving all these attempts from Spain. He's doing a good job already. So we need the strikers to start striking. We just need the strikers to start scoring right now. To start scoring. Couple of attempts. I saw a couple of attempts from Cape Verde, but we need them to finish right now. We need them to finish. We need goals, not attempts. We need goals, not attempts. So we need them to just kind of score. If they can handle that one. If you have the defense, if you already have the defense locked, then you're okay. You're okay. You are okay. But I'm telling you, after halftime, we will be talking a different story. 2 goals only. 2 goals only. Not a lot. I do not need a lot of goals from Cape Verde. I just need 2. 2 goals only. So 7 minutes until the second half. I'm gonna take a quick break, but I will be back before the second half starts, so that we can continue watching the game together and just complete, basically. So yes, I will see you guys in 6 minutes. The second half will continue on the 60th minute, so I will be back then.
Reminisce to work TV. We dey fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Club drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red, we know fifth now. Reminisce to work TV. We dey fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Club drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red, we know fifth now. Oh, 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 Reminisce to work TV with a fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Lock drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red, we know fifth now.
It is officially the second half. I almost missed the beginning of the second half. I don't know what I was doing. I was supposed to be back a couple of minutes back, but nonetheless, we are back to the second half, a game between Espanyol and Cabo Verde. Yes, Cape Verde, to be specific. Spain versus Cape Verde. We are continuing to rally behind Spain, hoping that it beats not Spain. I am behind Cape Verde. That was a mistake. Not behind Spain. Yes. Who's this? A good dude. Okay. Spain can never win the World Cup, you know. Not again. They were lucky in 2010. They were lucky. They can never win the World Cup. They can't. A team that can win the World Cup, you might find out that it's Germany. But I'm still waiting for the other teams to start playing so that I can tell. But at this point, it can most likely be Germany. Most definitely it can. Spain Come on, miss the ball, miss the ball. Yes. This is what I ordered. For me, this is what I ordered. Cape Verde standing its ground. Teams need to stand their ground more. Teams need to stand their ground more. This thing of panicking because you're playing against Spain, it doesn't work. Always stand your ground. And I am seeing that from Spain. Or Cape Verde today. I'm seeing that from Cape Verde today. They are telling Spain that they're not gonna have it easy. Blocking. The defense is doing a pretty good job so far. As I've mentioned, their defense is okay. They need to score only. They're already trying, so they just need that luck. Come on, a counter attack from I think it was gonna be an offside either way. It was gonna be an offside. No, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. Falling down and trying to get a penalty. Spain with an attack. What are you doing, Spain? Come on, miss. The dangerous Spain is gone. It's gone. That Spain that used to be dangerous, it doesn't exist anymore. The Spain that was once dangerous doesn't exist anymore. It is gone. We are now seeing a new era of Spain, a Spain that fails to win. It is gone. It is gone. It is gone. That Spain is no more. At this point, they have the possession. They own the possession. Spain has all the possession. But as I always say, possession doesn't count if you don't score. Because you cannot win because of possession. Just because you have a lot of pressure. A nice save from the goalkeeper. Where does this goalkeeper play? Let me just check his team. Let me check his team. Let me check his team. And he is 40 years old. 40 years. Let me see. He's 40 years old. He's 40 years old. He is on fire today. The goalkeeper is on fire. He is currently the top player. For me, currently the top player. Until somebody scores a goal for Cape Verde. People are saying that Williams and Yamal will change the game, but we don't know if they will play. What if they don't play? What if they don't play? Please remember that there is still that possibility that they might not play. Spain with a run. Aye! Yay! Yay! The Spain go dangerous. Dangerous, the Spain. The Spain. Look at how the goalkeeper is wrestling with the nets. The Spain is dangerous. I changed my mind. It is dangerous. Cape Verde must watch out. The Spain go dangerous now. Dangerous the Spain. People are waiting for Nico Williams and Yamal. But you might find out that Williams might play. Yamal is questionable, Bafik. Yamal is a bit questionable. He's a bit questionable. His chances are 50-50. He may play, he might not play. It is currently 55 minutes. Around this time, this is where usually we see the coaches making changes. This is where we see coaches normally just changing. A nice save from the goalkeeper. These guys cannot break the goalkeeper. Yes, they have tactics. They are dangerous also, but they cannot break the goalkeeper. They're struggling against the goalkeeper. Changes from Cape Verde. Cape Verde is planning to do a couple of changes here. But I think Spain is also going to be making some of the changes. Cape Verde with a counter attack. Too much pressure on that ball. Too much. Too much pressure on the ball. It could have been something. Could have been something something good, but unfortunately Cape Verde, what are trying to do an own goal. I'm trying to do an own goal here. That was almost an own goal. Almost. Now the game needs to shift to the other side. It needs to shift to the other side now. It has been on this side for a very long time. It needs to shift to the other side. Cape Verde needs to take this game to the other side. I thought by this time we would have at least gotten one goal. I believe that at least at this time one goal could have gotten in, but Spain is not Spaining. The Spain team is not Spaining. It's not Spaining. Who would have thought, by the way, who would have thought that Cape Verde could be the team to stop, to block Spain the way they are blocking Spain at this point? Spain with a run in the middle. Woo. Spain is under pressure. I said Spain is panicking. Spain is under pressure. Panicking about one mistake. But nonetheless, you know, I like the fact that even if it's not going through, the keeper is already locked onto that ball. Already locked on into that ball. So this is one of the best goalkeepers there is for me so far. After the Korean goalkeeper, those guys, proper goalkeepers. Spain with a run on the left. Spain. Yeah, after the I think it was the Japanese goalkeeper. After the Japanese goalkeeper, that's my favorite goalkeeper. Afterwards, X says that the account of, but yeah, it is unfortunate. Honestly, it is unfortunate for Spain. I for one believe that at this point they could have at least scored one goal, at least before the end of the first half. But unfortunately, it seems like Cape Verde proves to be a very big opponent for Spain. So there's no way that Spain can win the World Cup. We already know. Whatever happens, we already know that Spain is not capable of winning the World Cup. They might reach the knockout stages, but apart from that, I don't think they will go too far into the competition also. Because the way they are playing, if they could play against America, USA would most likely beat Spain. Look, USA. Now I'm talking about this goalkeeper right here. The goalkeeper for Cape Verde. This goalkeeper right here is like, he has been very active in this game. I said that the only way for Spain to score, they're gonna have to injure the goalkeeper so that they can be able to score. Apart from that, they won't be able to score. Cape Verde with an attack in the middle. Come on, Cape Verde. The referee says it's not a foul. Where does this referee come from? We need to investigate where he comes from. How can you allow Spain can you allow Spain to create a counter attack like that when it was a foul outside of the box? Yamal is preparing to get inside. He's preparing to get inside. I doubt he will do anything. Wesley, welcome back, Wesley. Welcome back. So yeah, I'm proper. We are good. How are you? Are you okay? How are you enjoying the game so far? Are you happy with the performance from Spain? That is the question. Are you happy with the performance from Spain? Do you believe that Spain can beat Cape Verde? Please let me know in the comment section. X says that yes bro, the goalkeeper for Cape Verde is super solid, good saves throughout. Ever since the first half, he has been on form. Ever since the first half, it has been his game ever since the first half, so he is on form. I am happy with his performance. Each and every single time there's an opportunity to score, he's always there. Yes, Wesley. For me, yes, he is the man of the match without a doubt. Without a doubt. I don't believe there's anybody that's working as hard as this goalkeeper right now. Nobody's working as hard as this goalkeeper. But the problem is that, you know, they are about to switch. They will most likely substitute the strikers. I think it's going to be a different thing for him. It's going to be a different thing for him since they are going to be bringing in the likes of Yamal. So he will test the goalkeeper a lot. But the next thing is that he's not on his best form. The next thing for Cape Verde is that he's not on his next form. He is still recovering from an injury, so there are possibilities that he won't be the usual that we know, the usual Yamal we know, in short. So as much as he will be able to change the game, I don't think he will impact it that much. So he's gonna be the change of strikers is gonna prove it's gonna be a new challenge for the goalkeeper. Because so far there's nobody in this pitch who is able to touch the goalkeeper. Nobody can score. Spain will not score anything today. I don't think Spain will score today, unless of course the goalkeeper gets tired or they injure the goalkeeper and all of that. But so far as the game is looking, Cape Verde just needs a miracle, a chance. They need to be lucky once. If they can just be lucky once and score one goal, they will win this match against Spain. If they can just score one goal, they will win this. Spain will scrape a last minute 1-0 win. Cape Verde are solid in the back, but can they keep this up for the rest of the game? I doubt. Yeah, hence I'm saying they need to score. They need to score at least. If they can just score, I'm telling you, it's gonna be very difficult, because then it will also create that emotional damage to Spain. You know, it will also create that emotional damage to Spain. So if they can just try to score, because I feel like they haven't been that side. They don't have a lot of tries. They haven't created any big chances for the rest of the game. The defense is locked. They are okay with defending, so they need to find a way to go and score. They need to score. If they can score, I'm telling you, it's gonna, the Spain won't be able to make it the level again. Imagine it has been 60 minutes. Spain is still struggling. So if Spain was willing to win, they could have scored goals. They could have already scored. And it's not like they are playing against Portugal. It's not like they are playing against Brazil. They are playing against Cape Verde. So yeah, I doubt they will be able to score. Last minute, unless they change the rest of, unless they change two of their strikers, like it was suggested in the comment section, that if they put in Williams and Yamal, yeah, unless they do that change, then maybe they can score. But with the current squad, it can't work. With the current squad, it cannot work. With the current squad, there's no way. And one thing about last minute lead, you might find out that Cape Verde will be the one to score a last minute lead. The defense is on point. I am happy with the defense. Goals are missing. Goals are missing. Goals are missing. The defense, we are okay with the defense. Okay, X says that Cucurella is having a good game. Jealous down. He wants to show his new bosses that he's a new signing. Which let me just check the lineup. I don't know this. I don't know players. Which team does he play for? Which team? Or is he the coach? Oh, he is playing for Spain. Yeah, I think he's playing for Spain. Let me just check. Let me check. Oh yeah, he is the defender for Spain. The thing that's worrying me is that the whole game is taking place on this side. That's my concern. If the game continues like this, eventually it will go in. Eventually it will go in. Eventually it will go in. It is never a good sign for a game to be taking part in one side. Even though the keeper is doing a great job, the keeper is down. The keeper is down. It seems like Yamal is coming in. The keeper is down. If the keeper is injured, it's going to be a problem. That's what I said. If the keeper is injured. If the keeper is injured, it's going to be a problem. Guys, the keeper is injured. The keeper is injured, but we cannot complain also if the keeper is injured. He's old, 40 years old. But it's going to be a problem for Cape Verde. This is a very vital part of their... This is a very vital part of the team. He's a very important asset. We cannot lose him. He's a very important asset. Very important asset. So we need to make sure that he's okay. Let's make sure that he's okay. Let's make sure that the keeper is okay. At this point, he's injured. I don't know what the verdict will be, but I think maybe he's getting better. You know, with him having not being at his best, it's gonna be detrimental somehow. It is definitely gonna be detrimental. Please Cape Verde just one goal so that I can sleep well. They are putting in Yamal here. They are putting in Yamal, so we know Yamal. We know him. We know him. 20 minutes left. So they are putting in Yamal, so I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. And it seems like, you know, the keeper is injured. If he wasn't injured, I was gonna be okay. If he wasn't injured, he fell down, and I think he got hit there. So with Yamal coming in, the keeper being injured, I just do not know. Okay, there's Merino coming in also. That's Merino coming in. That's Yamal coming in. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy for Cape Verde. Right now, they were supposed to be at least 2 goals ahead, but since they haven't scored, it's gonna be a problem. You can even tell when Yamal is coming in, the way the crowd is shouting. Yeah, Yamal is playing. Yamal is playing. Yamal is playing. Yamal is playing Sumaya. He just got in right now. Unarine says that Cape Verde to score from Spain's frustrations of not a goal. Cape Verde doesn't seem to take advantage of that. That's the problem. They should be taking advantage of the frustration from Spain, but they are not. That's the problem. They're not taking advantage of that. Now Yamal is already in. There's also Mikel Merino who came in. Yamal already making a run. 2 minutes in. It's gonna be it's starting. It has started. Now they're increasing the pressure. This is what I didn't like. Zombie Slayer, welcome back also. Zombie Slayer, it is good to see you here. Can Spain win? Right now, I think maybe yes, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe because Cape Verde is not it's only defending, so they are not attacking. So I think maybe they can win. I think they can do it. Yeah, they can. They can win. Yamal. Ooh. Guys, Spain will win. I changed my mind. I officially just changed my mind. Spain will win. I changed my mind. Cape Verde stands no chance right now. They don't stand a chance. I've just seen the touches from Lamine Yamal. They do not stand any chance. They do not stand any chance. They do not stand a chance, unfortunately. The problem is that they are not scoring. You know, if they could have scored earlier on when Spain was still struggling, if they could have scored right now, I don't know. Right now, I'm conflicted at this point. Right now, I'm conflicted. I cannot say for sure that Cape Verde can win. I cannot say that, but Spain, yes. Spain, yes, they can win 100%. The thing is that if this game could have started with Yamal, I think we could be talking a different story. If Yamal could have played the first half, it was definitely gonna be a different story. What I saw him doing there in the middle of the pitch, that's something else. That's something else. Wait. Okay. Suma says that Cape Verde had many chances, but they didn't take the chances. Then I think it was hard for Cape Verde, you know, to create chances. It has never been easy for Cape Verde to like get to that side. I think they have had a few shots, so it has never been easy for them to get through. So I can never say for sure that they had chances. They haven't created chances so far. They haven't created a lot of chances for themselves. So they have very low. I want to check the statistics, the number of shots. They've had very less shots ever since the beginning of the game. Only 3 shots the rest of the game. So they have never. They had a chance to win, yes. They had a chance to strike while Spain was still down. They could have stricken that time, but they didn't. They didn't. They only have 3 shots for 75 minutes. Only 3 shots. So they never had the chances. They never had the chances. As much as I want them to win, I see them defending. I see them defending only. I don't see them creating any chances to attack. I don't see them creating those chances. Defense 100%. They are defending. They defend, the ball ends up with Spain again. Spain tries, like it is that circle. Spain tries, the keeper saves the ball, gives it to the team gives it back to Spain. That is the cycle that has been happening. They haven't created chances to get through that side. They can just get through that side. Maybe they could be lucky. They just need one moment of luck. So yeah. X says that, did I just see Yamal clutch a 3v1? You saw right. I saw that one also. Hence I'm saying that I changed my mind about Spain. The game has changed. The game has changed right now. With Yamal coming in, he is like gonna change this whole game. I'm telling you. I saw him doing a 3 versus 1, and I think he did it twice. If I'm not wrong, he did it twice. Yeah, he did it twice. So you know, it's very difficult playing against a person you cannot stop. So it's too difficult. And the nice part is that with the World Cup, you cannot hit him, because once you touch him, it's a foul. So it means he is clearly untouchable. It is not easy to touch him already. So with the strict rules of the World Cup, Yamal with a through ball. Ooh. Spain. Not say I did not warn you. Zombie Slayer says that 2-1, 2-0 for Spain. 2-0, no, not really 2-0, but a goal can come through. 1 can happen. They can score 1. 2, I doubt. It is 77 minutes right now. You know, they struggle to score. Like, it is almost the end of the game. So I think maybe 1 can happen, because they are still struggling to score at this point. Maybe if they could have scored the first one just yet, yes. But since they haven't scored, 2-0, it's gonna be it's a bit of a stretch. 2-0 is a bit of a stretch. So I doubt that could be what we will see from Spain. Maybe a goal, you know. Because right now it looks like it's either going to be a 1-goal win, a 1-0 win, or it's going to be a 0-0 draw. Yeah, Mal. Yeah, Spain. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's either going to be a 1-0 win, or it's going to be a 0-0 draw. Goalless occasion. Apart from that, I doubt Spain can score 2 goals. It's almost 80 minutes right now. But at least Cape Verde is starting to initiate some substitutions here. Maybe I am worried that right now Spain is just it's just putting in too much pressure on Cape Verde right now. I think they're also intimidated with Yamal playing. You know that it is usually a thing that when a certain player is playing, you get intimidated. Woo! And I say from Cape Verde. Cape Verde's defense proper. Zombie Slayer says that you were wrong yesterday with Japan. What did I say about Japan yesterday? Oh, yes, you are right. It was almost the same situation. It was almost the same situation. I remember now that it was that moment where I thought Japan had no chance yesterday. Yes, I was wrong 100%. But today I won't be wrong. Today I won't be wrong. I can feel it. Today I won't be wrong. I can feel it. Yeah, I remember I said that there was no hope. Yes, that one I remember completely. I remember that one completely. Yesterday I was wrong 100%. Today I'm not gonna be wrong. Can never be more than 2 goals. More than 2 goals, it cannot happen. Cape Verde sub looks like Memphis Depay from Netherlands. I did not see him. I did not see him. I did not see when they substituted. But yes, as I was saying, here I wanna see. Here I wanna see. But I doubt. Not more than 2 goals. Not more than 1. I don't know who is gonna score between these two teams. I don't know who's gonna score between these two teams. Torres going out for Olmo. They are changing. Yes, the game is gonna change. But 2-0, I cannot see. 2-0, I cannot see. 2-0, I doubt. I'm telling you, I'm right here. I'm right. Trust me. Yeah, you should trust me. I'm right. Dani Olmo coming in for Spain. You know, the whole game has been happening wherever Cape Verde goes, the game goes. Wherever Cape Verde goes, the game goes. That has been the situation for the past 80 minutes. Spain it's not gonna be easy for Cape Verde. I don't think they can score here. I don't think they can score. It's gonna take a lot for them to score. It's gonna take a lot for them to score. It's gonna take a lot for them to score. And I feel like they just do not have that in them at this point. The goalkeeper is doing the Lord's work in this game. The goalkeeper is doing the Lord's work. Wait, let me see. The goalkeeper is doing the Lord's work. That's the man of the match. I think the team is failing him. The team is failing him. Cape Verde is failing the goalkeeper. You think it will end in a tie? I think Spain might score 1 goal. I think Spain might score at least 1 goal. A tie is still possible. It's a 50-50. 50% for a tie, 50% for 1-0. It's a 50-50 moment. I think this last minute changes of Spain will be very vital to their performance. So I think it's a 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance. I think the coach told them to abandon trying to win the game after the first half. But that one also on its own, I would say it is very dangerous, because that would mean that right now they are playing only defense. They want to get 1 point, but that can change any minute. There is a lot that we've seen, especially from the game of Japan, from the game of Qatar. We know that this defense can change. any second, especially last minutes. It happens a lot. So playing defense only, I feel like that's the worst strategy any team can do. That's the worst strategy any team can do. They should at least be trying to put in a goal. At least, you know, playing all defense, it's pointless. All your efforts can go to waste in a second, in a split second. All those attempts can go to waste. Scoring, yes, I think Spain has a chance. As of Cape Verde, I've given up, and I know I'm right today when it comes to Cape Verde. I've given up, and I'm right. You can tell the way that they're playing. You can tell the game is taking part only in one half of the pitch. Only one half of the pitch. What they should do, yes, they should, try to get a draw, but it's also risky. It's also risky. Zombie Slayer says that I think it'll be a tie. It is most likely what's gonna happen. Yes, it is most likely what I'm seeing also. It is mostly also what I think will most likely happen. I think it will most likely be a tie. But if they get a tie, it would be a win for them. If they get a tie, it would be a win for Cape Verde, because they held down one of the biggest teams in this tournament. They held them down for the whole 90 minutes. So if they can get a tie, it is an accomplishment for them. As long as a team does not lose like Arashao, Curacao, I feel like it is a win. As long as they get a draw. Because this was supposed to be the same situation if Spain was serious, or if Spain was still dangerous. It was supposed to be that same situation that they score a lot of goals. X says that playing defense, all defense is pointless. Madala begs to differ. You cannot play all defense. All defense. What if they score? What if they score? You realize that if Spain was to score, then it means that all that effort of playing defense would have went to waste. At least you could have tried to score. Maybe you could have gotten lucky. Maybe they could have gotten lucky. So playing, and okay, Williams is coming in, guys. It's even becoming more. It's gonna even become more and more harder. That's Rodrigo going out for Williams. It is becoming too difficult for but it's already late. If they can just hold on, yes. If they can just hold on, they will be okay. Please tie Cape Verde. Yeah, they don't have any. There's nothing they can do. They have nothing else to do. The only thing they can do is to tie. Apart from that, there is really not so much that Cape Verde can do. Scoring, yes, it seems like they have already given up on that part. Spain, woo, a deflection save in that one. It was almost a goal. Almost a goal saved by deflection. But I trust the keeper. I see he was also ready. He was ready. But this one he was never gonna catch this one. But it is saved by the deflection. It is gonna be a corner kick for Spain. $88 minutes in. They just need to hold on for 2 minutes. 2 minutes only. Unless they add 10 minutes. Unless they add 10 minutes. But for now, they just need to hold on for 2 minutes. I said that Spain is panicking. Spain is panicking. Whoever thought that we would see Spain panic? They are panicking today. kicking the ball outside. What is going on with Spain? What is going on with Spain? This one is not gonna be a win for Spain. Whatever you say or however you look at it, it can never be a win. Come on, Cape Verde. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Aish, why did you play that ball? Come on, Bavet. You need to score. Ooh. No. Cape Verde is still on the game. Still on the game. They're still on. They're still here. They're still here. They're still here. It is gonna be a corner kick. If it wasn't off that deflection, I'm telling you, I was gonna be celebrating. I could be celebrating. But Cape Verde has a corner kick. Cape Verde with a corner kick. Let us see Cape Verde. Whoa! Damn it! Whoa. That one was once in a, like, it is the only chance that they will get. That will be the last chance Cape Verde got. 2 chances in a row, 5 minutes of added time. Spain trying to catch a last minute goal. Cape Verde shouldn't lose focus right now. They shouldn't lose focus. I know at times like this, they kind of find themselves losing focus, but they shouldn't lose focus right now. If you try by any means not to lose focus, it is a very critical time right now. It is a very critical time. They should keep up with the same defense that they've been keeping up with. Spain is under pressure. Spain is under pressure. They're panicking right now. They can make mistakes. Spain can make a lot of mistakes. They are panicking. That's what I like. They are panicking. Come on. Pass to the right. And that counter attack has been intercepted. They don't need to rush these passes. They don't need to rush this passes. X says that Spain made this game so difficult for themselves. Yeah, yes, totally. I feel like they had all the opportunities. They came into this game overlooking their opponent. I think it is basically that. They came into this game overlooking their opponent. So now they are, yeah, Mal. Come on, block Yamal. Do not let him through. Come on, a counter attack. Pass. Rev. Wait. Pedri. It is the yellow card for Pedri. That one was foul play. What I just saw, Pedri stopped a counter attack from Cape Verde. He could have gotten a red card. He held him back, hold him back through a t-shirt. Cape Verde is running away right now. Running away. Even Spain can tell. Spain is under pressure. I never thought I'd see the day. 1 minute. 1 minute. Only 1 minute left. Come on, Cape Verde. You can hold on. Can do this. Spain is starting to play in desperation. Come on, pass the ball. Through ball, through ball, through ball. Come on, Cape Verde. Ooh, through ball. Pass the ball to somebody else. I mean, to pass the ball. Ish. Ish, 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 ish. Ish. Cape Verde is disappointing me. How can you concentrate like now out of the hook? Come on, let us build up. They need to build up a counter. Spain is panicking. Spain is under pressure right now. I know that they will make a lot of mistakes. It is almost time out. Spain, Lamil Yamal, is no longer that. It's not that great. It's not a threat. It's not a threat. I think maybe it is the injury, but he's not a threat. If they were playing against South Africa, there's no way Yamil Yamal was getting through TLB. If they played against South Africa, there was no way he could have gotten through Mbogazi. It is chai, Bafethu. It is chai. 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 It is done. It is dusted. X says that Spain made this game difficult for themselves. It is the end. For me, it is a win for Cape Verde. It is a win for Cape Verde. For me, it is a win for Cape Verde. For me, it is a win for Cape Verde. I know it's a draw, but it is a win. Holding on to Spain for the whole 90 minutes. Imagine. This is a win, Buffett. This is a win for Cape Verde. This is a win for them. They won this one. They won this one. They won this one for me. You know, despite the score, they won this one. It's a win for Cape Verde. They won. No goals, yes. No goals, Sumaya. No goals. 0 goals for both teams. 0 goals. Sumaya says they will play back. Or no, it is the end of the game. It is the end of the game. It is the end of the game. So it is over. It is over. It is completely over. It is completely over. This is the problem with having celebrity players. This is the problem. This is the problem with having celebrity players. You believe that your players are everything. You know, you believe that they are the most important people in the tournament. That is the problem of having celebrity players. They have Lamil Yamal, they have Williams. So they, you know, I feel like they started this game already believing that they won. They started this game believing that they had already won, but unfortunately Cape Verde stopped that. A very big moment, honestly. I don't know. Everybody is surprised. Everybody is surprised. Cape Verde have good defense. Good job, Cape Verde, especially for the keeper. Yeah, I said that the keeper is the man of the match. I mentioned that, you know, you remember. He is the man of the match. Without him, we could be talking a different story. Without the keeper, things could be very different. Ever since the first half, the keeper had been on top of things. Ever since the first half. So Spain failed to beat Spain failed to beat a very small island. They failed. Hence I'm saying it is a win for Cape Verde. But remember, I said that there was, oh, I wanna go back to Zombie Slayer said that I was wrong when I said that I don't see any goals today. I told you, I can feel it. No way. There were not gonna be goals. You know, if there are gonna be goals in a match, usually you can tell, you know. You can tell when there are gonna be goals. These guys have just been, I don't know what they've been doing the whole 90 minutes. Spain have been trying anyways. They've just been, let's just say the defense is good. Let me not say let me not say Spain is not doing any better. Let me just give props to the defense. Let me just say Cape Verde has a proper defense. I think Sumaya also mentioned that yes, they have proper defense. They have proper defense. X says that, are you streaming the next game? Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming. I need to actually start preparing. Preparing. Yes, I'm gonna be streaming the next game. I'm gonna start at 8:30 in 30 minutes from now, depending on when you where you are. If you're in South Africa, yes, I'm gonna be starting at 8:30. But if you are not around, unfortunately, in 30 minutes, come back in 30 minutes. A Zombie Slayer says that, do you think Belgium will beat Egypt? Me, I support African teams each and every single time. I was gonna support Belgium, but unfortunately, when an African team plays, I am always behind African teams. That's just the person that I am. So with that said, it means that I am obviously behind Egypt. I am behind Egypt. Belgium is good, yes, but I feel like this year it's the year for African nations to shine. You know, it's the year for African nations to shine. So I always go with African nations, no matter who they are playing against. No matter who they are playing against, I always go for African nations, because yeah, for obvious reasons. As an African, I support other African nations. So I think Egypt will most likely, Egypt might win today, because remember that Egypt has some of the best players in the whole continent, in Africa. In Africa, Egypt has some of the best players. So yeah, my hope is with Egypt. But please join the next stream to hear more on that. I will be talking about Egypt and Belgium on the next stream. For now, I need to leave you guys so that I can start preparing for the coming live stream between Belgium and Egypt. Thank you so much to everybody that has commented. So today I want to give a special shout out to, I want to check. It's just that, yeah, I want to give a special shout out to you guys, and I'm gonna call you one by one. Huang, I think it's Huang. Thank you so much, Huang. He has the #1 patch. So shout out to you. He was the first one to comment. And also shout out to X. You said I should call you X because I cannot pronounce your whole name. So shout out to you, X. And thank you so much for joining back. You've been here for quite a while. You've been joining the streams for some time. So thank you so much for that. And also Simaya, yes, you've been amazing always. I always see you. When you are not online, I can tell that you are not here. You know, so also thank you so much to you for being active. Also Zombie Slayer, I think Zombie Slayer started watching yesterday when there was a Japan game. Yeah, I think he started joining yesterday through the game between Japan and yeah. So thank you so much. Also, it is nice to have you here. And Wesley, thank you so much. Also, I think also Wesley, I've seen you yesterday. Was it yesterday when Japan was playing? Yes, I saw you when Japan was playing. And Unarine, I think it is the first time I see this name. But I know that if I see you again, I will remember. I'm very good at remembering. So if I see you again, I'm pretty sure that I will remember. So with that said, Buffet 2,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go out. I will see you guys soon if you decide to join later on. Till next time, peace.
to work TV. We the fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Club drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red. We know fifth now.